this me and it don't fall. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, money, bring I took the Billy Cool back and I hopped in the car.
Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Landover. His return starts at the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Darts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
He dodged the tackle. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-zip. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, and you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base, but it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Njoku all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. It is caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dart. Drops back. Needs an open man. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Quick run to the outside by Dart. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Daniels. Screen pass here for Koski Merritt. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
19 Lions.
3rd and long for Daniels. Drops this one off to Krosky Merritt. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. To throw, here's Dart. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Dart out of the shotgun. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Cake? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down now, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
36-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this.
Ready up.
Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Back to 60. Back to 60. Come on. Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 3 yards on the pickup. They're short by just as many now as it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is he's got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. So call this a modest gain here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second down now. They need 7. Here goes Dart to the air. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On play action with Dart. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Third down, Tracy gets it. And they take this in for the score. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Giants tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Second down give to Krosky-Merritt. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Hurt! Bronco 80! Get up!
Going to the ground again on first. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second quarter lead.
You know what a run like that does for everybody, for the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense? It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk. It's a big and explosive on the ground as well.
Two all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Giants lining things up. First and 10. to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Darts looking to throw. This is caught. That's Slayton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Darts setting in the throw here. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Giants, first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Now Darts. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and
Here's start
6
now.
at the Commanders.
That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
13 yards.
The Giants using their first time out. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
First and goal, Giants.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Makes the catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime.
Giants.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Giants tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
At the 22-yard line.
He'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they've taken back the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's White on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. It's caught right side by Johnson. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at a fourth down.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. Right side, caught by Sinnott. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
19, Lions.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense what credit is due.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
Come on, come on.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He rolls to his right. Oh, he's got Daniels hit. He lost the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Gets everything he has under this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Throwing off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. To throw, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing now off the play action. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in, but not this time.
From the gun, it's Tracy. He's away from one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to. And keep
Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Get up.
Hand off to Krosky Merritt, running left. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
70, 70, Timberwolves. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out with a pick of a 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Bronco 80.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late.
On the ready.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Street, street. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Give it to Krosky Merritt. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Mustang nice. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, here's Dart. He throws a bullet to the center of the wide open downfield. Got it! And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants go up by 12 in the 4th. Flying forward on the ground. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Now Daniels off the play action. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Working quickly here.
First down. First
60
and 10 at
Eagles,
the
60
49-yard
Eagles, 60
line.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Chop 60, chop 60.
Rolling on 1st down. Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And that's going to be close to an outright disaster, Brock, as he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Forces it one, and it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out for throwing an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. Connects with Johnson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Second and 1 at the 12-yard line.
Now we'll go left side with Tracy. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up in a loss of yards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd.
Here we go, go.
They go right back to Tracy. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
They'll go. Here's Darns. It's on target to Johnson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Give the Scattaboo here on his own read. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants so likely locked up the win right there. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Roflin's extra point is up and good. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground team, Kronsky Merritt. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out.
Okay,
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Tag.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. On first down, here's Daniels. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10.
Koski Merritt on first down. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Play action now. Daniels. Forced out to his right. Tried to connect, but it lines up incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Daniels throwing on third. Pass complete to Lane. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense in a hurry up here.
19 Tiger, 19.
First and 10 at the 36.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on first down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Ready? Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Washington first down.
60 Baxter. Get up.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. We'll bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, great chance to win.
So they hurry up here.
A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
Ready, ready?
Going for it with Koski Merritt. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Coup on now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. They are really pulling out whatever they can to try to make this game closer. That cuts the lead down by an extra 2. Washington calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They'll time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Giants come up with that kick. They're going to hold on for the victory in this one.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as with that, we sign off from DC.